it's gonna be a big shame that we had to wait 2 more weeks until we get the next chapter, because this chapter was fire. Let's get it. So chapter 1130, the Cursed Prince. We start off back on the giant ship with the other Straw Hats that are on that ship, trying to look for the other Straw Hats. You know, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, Usopp, so on and so forth. That's when Frankie came to the conclusion that we're gonna stop looking for them because he has more confidence that they're alive and they're more likely on Elbaf, so we should just focus on going on Elbaf. Smart man. We then pan over to the next Straw Hat, the other Straw Hats with Luffy and them. They are officially outside of like that little shed that they were in, and they're outside of the castle. Keep in mind, this is them in that little section right there compared to the trees. The trees out here looking like mountains. Obviously, it's not looking like an actual mountain, but you get what I'm saying. He's highlighting it's huge. And as we look at the castle that they're in, clearly they're in a different place than what we originally see in the anime, because in the anime it's more like a spring belt. This is like in the winter section, so maybe this is like what's that realm called? Niflheim? Could be. And there's this long ass bridge upwards. This place is so big it's even making Nami dizzy. And there, I don't know who's mentioning it right there, but there are 2 specific giants that are walking down this fucking bridge. That happened to be two of the new giant pirates. The doctor, which is Gerd, the female giant, and the cook, the big dude with the fucking Kaido Club, Goldbird. And in this conversation, Gerd is talking to Goldbird about how Road is like what was the reason for Hydruden to bring Road into the crew. Road, you know, that dude that captured Luffy. And as the Goldbird respond, is because he is the navigator, which, I mean, yeah, you're gonna need a navigator, so okay, cool. Yeah, and Gerd is not having it. She can't stand Road, to the point where even they say that even though Loki is the shame of Elbaf, Road in her mind seemed to be a more fitting title for him than Loki. Then Usopp starts shouting at it because he couldn't believe that we're finally in Elbaf. Sanji keeps shouting because he see a giant woman, and Luffy can't keep his mouth shut for shit. So they came to look around. They obviously left, but to them, they feel like that they say that's their imagination. So basically, they must have heard something when reality, no, they did hear something. They now proceed to climb up or to walk up the bridge. But the bridge was designed for giants, so it takes these guys a lot more force to jump over the wooden planks because the gap is so wide. As Luffy holds up badass as fuck, is just on the ropes, walking on the ropes. I don't know why they ain't doing it, but I guess they wanted the physical fitness. I don't know. Then both Luffy and Zoro felt something, a presence, aura, massive aura. You know what I'm saying? That start giving Luffy goosebumps. Then Luffy proceeds to hear something, a roar coming back from the Black Country. Both Zoro and Luffy are intrigued to go to see what it is, but Sanji's trying to stop them. Obviously, Luffy doesn't give a fuck, so he's just gonna go ahead by himself solo, while everybody else either stays there or continue going where they needs to go. We then pan back to the Dorian Brogy giant pirate ship, where they officially got new bounties, and their new bounties is the great giant warrior pirates have awoken from a century-long absence. Basically, they're covering from where they were to what recently happened in Egghead, and their affiliation with Straw Hat Luffy helping with the murder in terms of them murdering Dr. Vega. And in doing so and painting that narrative, it brings their bounty, both Dorian Brogy's bounty, to a 1.8 billion berry bounties apiece. That's kind of oof. Then as Robin continues to read, he realized that there's a specific X mark on Luffy's arm, the left arm. This is the same arm where the X is on where they have for Alabasta when they depart from Vivi after Vivi got saved and the whole crocodile situation. But the funniest key part about it is that I think this is the main reason why they got separated in the way that they did, because the current people who are on this ship, Robin, Brook, Jinbei, and Frankie, they've never met Vivi before. They might have heard her name. I know Robin heard her name, but they've never officially interacted with Vivi. Some of them don't even know what Vivi looked like. So this comes in very weird to them because these are the last few people after Alabasta that has never met or interacted with Vivi. So I think that's one of the main reasons why they got separated the way how they did. They later in gave us a shocking reveal that apparently Hydruden is a prince of the king, one of the two kings, I'm pretty sure. And the only reason why he never came there to help the Straw Hats or to get the Straw Hats himself is because he has to stay here to pretty much like he had seniorities basically, because he wants to protect Elbaf from troubles. And this is where we have the overall dialogue of Loki, basically, where there was another prince, which is pretty much Loki, who killed his father for a legendary devil fruit that has been passed down to the generation of his bloodline, pretty much. So Buddy is like, he has the mindset of Doflamingo with a mixture of Blackbeard, pretty much. He tried to flee, but the warriors of Elbaf all came together to catch him, and pretty much was sentenced to crucifixion. Because of that same reason of why he's in that situation is why they won't let him escape, and why I'm pretty sure Hydruden has to be falled back, because if they did let him escape, it would be the end of Elbaf. And this is where we got, me personally, one of the sickest designs and one of the coolest introductions. I know it might be recency bias, I don't care. one of the sickest designs in One Piece. This is Loki himself. The silhouette did not do him any good service. I promise you. The old silhouette from fucking Hokkaido Island was trash. I don't even know where they got the crown from. Buddy has a horn and a hat. He asked Luffy what his name, and Luffy obviously said his name, and he's gonna say the king of the pirates, pretty much. Luffy asks, where is this place? And then a back-to-back double parade spread where we officially have Elbaf. Obviously, they took it from the Yggdrasil North mythology, like the look of it, where it stacks up tree-wise, like from one section to another section, like layer by layer. And I think that shit looks cool. What's up with Oda and these swords, bro? Like, who's wielding that shit? I need to know. And basically, Loki portrays himself as the sun god, and he'll bring an end to the world. So Buddy has Doflamingo level timing. Yeah. And that is the end of this chapter. So what do y'all think? This shit is fucking fire. Bro. This legendary devil fruit, I could only wonder what it is. Is it going to be something that's based off of Loki's abilities, or is it going to be something mythological? I don't know, but I can't wait. So yeah, this is it. What do y'all think? Comment down below and let me know if y'all like this chapter or not.